LA28 women's 100-meter, a thrilling showdown between Jefferson, Alfred, and Richardson. Who will conquer the challenge? The sun was beginning to dip over the iconic Los Angeles Olympic Stadium, casting long shadows across the pristine track. The air hummed with anticipation. Cameras scanned the stands, fans waved banners, and commentators whispered the names that had captured the world's attention. Sha'Carri Richardson, Toby Alfred, and Elaine Jefferson. This was more than just a 100-meter sprint. This was a showdown of speed, power, and will. The culmination of years of preparation, rivalry, and personal ambition. The women's 100-meter at LA28 promised not only a race, but a spectacle that could redefine sprinting history. The contenders, legends in the making. Sha'Carri Richardson, the comeback queen. Sha'Carri Richardson entered the stadium like a force of nature. Her reputation preceded her: raw speed, fierce determination, and a mental toughness forged through adversity. After heartbreaks at previous championships, Richardson had meticulously rebuilt herself. Every muscle, every stride, every mental edge refined for this moment. "This is my season," she had declared in pre-race interviews. "I'm not just running. I'm reclaiming every second that's ever counted against me." Her strategy was as much psychological as physical. Rivals knew that Richardson thrived under pressure, turning the weight of expectation into explosive acceleration off the blocks. Elaine Jefferson, the technical master. Elaine Jefferson was a model of consistency. Her reputation was built not on flash but precision, perfect starts, fluid acceleration, and impeccable form. Jefferson had dominated indoor and outdoor meets in the months leading to LA28, quietly building momentum while avoiding media frenzy. "Speed is nothing without control," Jefferson had told reporters. "I know my body, I know my rhythm, and that's how I win." Her methodical approach contrasted sharply with Richardson's fiery style. Jefferson relied on efficiency, minimizing wasted energy, and timing her final surge to perfection. Toby Alfred, the rising star. The wild card of the race was Toby Alfred. Young, fearless, and explosive, Alfred had announced herself on the global stage with a series of stunning performances in the sprint circuit. Her start was electric, her stride fluid, and her ability to maintain top-end speed posed a threat to even the most experienced sprinters. "I've waited for this moment my whole life," Alfred had said, smiling with confidence. "Now it's my turn to show what I'm made of." Alfred brought unpredictability to the field, capable of shocking even seasoned competitors with her bursts of brilliance. The build-up, tension at the starting line. The stadium fell silent as the athletes approached the blocks. Camera lenses focused on taut muscles, hands digging into the track, and eyes fixed on the horizon. Every heartbeat was audible in the collective anticipation of tens of thousands of spectators. Richardson exhaled slowly, visualizing the perfect start. Jefferson bent her knees, checking her stance for symmetry and balance. Alfred rocked slightly, coiled like a spring ready to uncoil with force. The starting pistol signal would not just start a race. It would ignite a clash of styles, strategies, and raw ambition. The race begins. Explosions of power. Bang! Richardson surged from the blocks, her acceleration fierce and relentless. Alfred exploded alongside her, her legs pumping with youthful intensity. Jefferson's start was measured but efficient, allowing her to conserve energy for the critical mid-phase of the race. The first 30 meters were electric. Richardson's explosive start gave her a psychological edge, but Alfred matched her pace with astonishing precision. Jefferson, slightly behind, maintained perfect form, waiting to capitalize on any faltering. The mid-race battle. Speed meets strategy. By the 50-meter mark, the real test began. Richardson's raw power propelled her forward, yet the strain of her aggressive start threatened to slow her. Alfred's technique allowed her to glide with remarkable efficiency, closing the gap. Jefferson, ever composed, maintained rhythm, her eyes scanning the finish line with quiet determination. Every millisecond mattered. Every footfall, every arm swing, every breath could determine who would dominate the final stretch. The final stretch, heart, grit, and glory. As the athletes approached the last 30 meters, the crowd roared. Richardson leaned into her stride, muscles straining for maximum velocity. Alfred's determination shone as she fought to maintain her lead. Jefferson, unshaken, executed the race she had visualized countless times in training. The finish line loomed. The three athletes were nearly shoulder to shoulder. Seconds stretched into eternities. Heartbeats synced with footfalls. Sweat, adrenaline, and raw will collided in the final push. The finish. History in motion. Richardson lunged forward, every ounce of her body committed to victory. Alfred matched her stride for stride, refusing to yield. Jefferson's precision carried her through, exploiting the slightest opening. Crossing the line, the stadium erupted. Times flashed. Records threatened to be broken. The outcome was a testament not only to speed, but to strategy, resilience, and the unique strengths each athlete brought to the track. Behind the scenes, mental strength and preparation. What made this showdown remarkable wasn't just physical ability. It was the preparation behind the scenes. Weeks of training camps, strategic planning, nutrition optimization, and mental conditioning had set the stage for this moment. Richardson had worked with sports psychologists to harness past heartbreak into focus. Jefferson had honed her start mechanics and mid-race efficiency. Alfred had trained relentlessly on acceleration and maintaining top-end speed. Every decision, every adjustment, had led to this defining showdown. Rivalries, respect, and sportsmanship. Despite the tension, the athletes shared mutual respect. Each recognized the dedication, skill, and resilience required to reach the starting line of the Olympic Games. Interviews after the race highlighted camaraderie and admiration, even in the face of fierce competition. "We push each other to be better," Richardson said. "That's what makes the sport incredible." The legacy of LA28, more than a race. This 100M showdown was not just a contest of speed. It was a narrative of preparation, mental fortitude, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. The race would be remembered not only for the times recorded, but for the drama, intensity, and character displayed by three of the world's top athletes. Fans, young athletes, and aspiring sprinters alike would draw inspiration from this clash, understanding that greatness is built from talent, strategy, and unwavering determination. Conclusion: who will conquer challenge? LA28's women's 100-meter sprint was more than a race. It was a symphony of athleticism, psychology, and human spirit. Richardson, Alfred, and Jefferson each brought unique strengths, creating a contest that would linger in the memory of sports fans for decades. Victory would go to one, but the legacy would belong to all. Proof that preparation, heart, and courage define champions, whether they cross the finish line first or inspire the world with the chase itself. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.